Hello, this is Victor. I'm here with a new weekly tutorial, and this time I'm going to explain different ways to do the metallics. I will do the different metallics on this miniature. I will do this small chainmail that is here at the in that part of the body. Let me use brush to point it. So I will explain how to do that. I will explain how I do the knife, and I will do a knife that is heavily rusted, because I've been asked if I can show how to do rusted metal. I did some tutorials in the past. This time I did I did one explaining how I do the eggs of the leader of the cultist. This was rusted, but not super heavily rusted. And now I'm going to explain here how to do really a rusted weapon that is suitable for chaos cultists, zombies, or even Nurgle followers. And I will also show you how to do the metal on the gun. So let's start working on that. So to do, the first thing I will do is I will apply a base of lead belcher. Okay, we are going to apply this base on all the parts that are metallic. This is quite a dark metallic color. Okay, I try to be focused. I hope I don't get out of camera. I try to really zoom in. And yeah, I'm experimenting to improve the setup of my painting tutorials to see if you can see better what I'm doing. So I'm trying to improve with the feedback I'm receiving, and also this tutorial is inspired by a question that I received in my channel, if I can do a tutorial on rusted metal. So I will show you 2 different ways to do metal. One that is going to be heavily rusted on the knife. Then I will do an easy way to do a chainmail on the chainmail tabard that is there. This is going to be difficult to catch in camera, to be fair, because it's quite in a hidden position. And the last thing I will do is I will do just metal that is dirt but not rusted, because I expect the rusted pistol will not work very well. So I will do dirt metal but not rusted metal on the pistol. Okay, so I'm painting on that. I will apply the base of lead belcher on all the metallic parts, and I will be back once this is applied and dry. So the lead belcher is applied. So the next step that we are going to do is we are going to do a wash, and we are going to use different washes. So for the knife, I will use Agvax Air Shade. Okay, let me put it. Agvax Air Shade. Shake it well. To be fair, I'm quite scared of the new pots. They are tall. If you have any accident with them, you're really pouring a lot of liquid on your painting table. So you can see, no, I do a wash all over the knife. We try to cover almost all the metal. Okay, because I'm going to do this metal really dirt. Okay, something like that. Okay, so when I want to do really oxide metal that is rusted, dirt, something like that, I use Agvax Air Shade. But for the pistol, and at this moment for the chainmail, I will use Nun oil. I will use a dark black wash. Okay, let me show you Nun oil. So I'm going to apply here on the chainmail. I find that is one of the easiest ways to do any chainmail is just paint the metal, and not too heavy, just trying to paint the rings of the metal, and then just do a wash of chainmail, and later on we can do a dry brush with the metallic again. Then here on the back, you can see nothing is difficult here. And then on the pistol I will do the same. I will do just a wash with the I also paint this small symbol of chaos that is here with the same metal. You don't need fancy colors for these guys. Try to keep it minimalist. I try to keep my palette quite basic, except for the flesh tones. But I consider that the Queen Man is quite basic for these guys. So, okay. And now we need to wait until this dries. We can add a little bit of wash here at the base of the knife here to make it darker. Just a little bit. Okay, but this is the idea. And now, as you see, I also paint this type of thing that is this type of metallic thing that this guy have here on the head. I apply the same wash. I want this metal to look dirt. And now we are going to leave the miniature in that position to be sure that the paint is not pulling down. So I will take one of these clips and I will keep it like that until the wash is completely dry. And I will be back once the wash is completely dry. So this is how it looks like once the wash is dry. So you can see for the pistol you can do just some small touches, and for the chainmail I don't think I will do much more neither, because it's quite hidden and not too visible, and I'm looking this to tabletop standard. So let's focus first on how to do the rust on the knife, and then I will do the final touches on all the other parts. So to do the rust on the knife I will use the technical paints from Games Workshop. So I will use diffuse corrosion, and I will use razor rust. Okay, and I will apply as they show in the tutorial. So just shake very well the diffuse corrosion. Diffuse corrosion is applied like a wash. It's really a wash with some like particles that make the surface look not, yeah, it makes like a, and you can see it's quite covers more than a standard wash. So I will apply basically I will point the areas that I want to rust. Okay, for example here and in the middle of the knife, and I will apply also here at the back, because the back of the knife is not used that often. Okay, and as well here we would like to rust this quite a lot, and here I will apply just a generous wash between the spikes. Okay, this is how we are going to do this here, and then on the chainmail, if we want to do a little bit of rust, I will just apply very little, because I don't want to rust this really a lot. So I will apply just a little bit here, and that's all. Okay, we need to wait until this dries completely, but this is drying quite fast. So let's wait a couple of minutes that this dry, and I will be back. So once diffuse corrosion is dry, I will use razor rust. Razor rust. Okay. We are going to use a brush that is not your favorite one. Just take a bad brush, something that is brush that is a little bit damaged, or brush that you don't mind if it's going to be damaged. Okay, I take one of my old brushes. You take some paint. You remove it a little bit. Okay, and then I apply on the parts that I apply before the diffuse corrosion. In that case, I will apply it quite heavily. And you will see that because the diffuse corrosion was giving some rough finishing, the razor rust will capture this rough finishing. And I will do it here, here, and on the other side. Okay, So in that way the knife will look really rusted. Okay, I'm taking a little bit more, and I go here. We need a little bit of precision, so we are going to go in between these spikes that we have, all these things. Okay. So we want to. I'm going for a really heavy rusted knife. If you want something less rusted, I recommend you to watch the tutorial when I did the axe of the leader of this unit. I did some rust effects, but less heavy. And then on the chainmail, I will just do it a little bit where I applied before. So just a little bit here to break a little bit the uniformity, and that's all. I don't want to go more rust. And then just to finalize, I will go back. You can use lead velcro, or you can use a lighter color. I will use Iron Breaker this time. Okay. With Iron Breaker, we are going to do some highlights, and we are going to clean up a little bit. We can go for a better brush now. You don't need extremely good brush. So I'm going to, one thing I'm going to do is I'm going to apply on the parts that normally the knife, even if it's rusted, will look less rusted because it's going to have cut or is being used. So on the edge of the knife, and I will do it like that. As you can see, very short and vertical strokes with the brush. Okay, in that way you keep something like that to show that the metal is not. Then you can do a little bit more here. Okay, and this is all for the. You can clean a little bit here if you want. Okay, and then the different spikes, different things. Okay, and then on the pistol, when you want, I will not do more on the chainmail. It's quite high, then it looks pretty okay. On the pistol, I will apply a little bit of highlights as well as on the symbol. Okay. Okay. Then here. Okay. And the same at the base of. And one touch that I like to finish with is I will do this muzzle of this gun is very small, so the only thing I'm going to do is I'm going to apply. Sorry if I go off camera. a dot. Okay. To look like that. And this is all for this week. So I just want to show two ways of doing metal. One is dirt but not rusted, like the pistol. Okay. So one is like this part here, and the other one is really rusted and in bad shape metal. That is the knife. I hope you find this interesting. Please let me know what do you think. And next week I will work. I need to prime this guy, but I will work on this guy. This is a metal guy, and I will show how to do greenish skin. So I will show this guy. I will prime, and I will do greenish skin on this guy and show you how to do that. So that's all for this week. So just how to do rusted metal, and this guy is almost ready. Only the black is remaining to finalize this guy and be ready to join the Cultists of Chaos. So that's all. Please like if you like it, comment, and if you want to support this channel and you want to keep watching tutorials and giving me helping me on making these tutorials, I have a Patreon account where you can subscribe to this, you can support this channel in case you want to help me on having miniatures stuff and all the things are needed to do these tutorials every time better. So yeah, this is how it's looking like. Okay, so that's all for now. As usual, thanks a lot for watching and see you again later. Bye.